There is a silence in the night sky. Feynman once said, "We trust our feelings far too easily." He said your intuition evolved on the African savanna. Not in space, you're not among galaxies. You look upward, see thousands of stars, and something inside whispers, someone must exist, somewhere out there. Feynman warned us, that whisper is human, the universe is not. When you stretch instinct across cosmic distances, it does not bend, it breaks. And then he asked a ruthless question. Why assume nature cares about your gut feeling? On Earth, effort brings reward, push harder, move faster. In space, the rules change. Feynman explained, the first wall is distance. We say space, casually. We do not understand it. Your brain measures roads. Your brain measures flights. It cannot measure galaxies. Earth feels enormous, 12,000 kilometers wide. To us, a world. To the cosmos, a grain of dust. Then comes the sun 150 million kilometers away. Light takes 8 minutes. Just to reach you. Imagine it vanished. You would not know, for 8 full minutes. That delay alone should humble you. Now step outward. Proxima Centauri. The nearest star. 4.2 light years. Your mind hears 4. It thinks manageable. It is not. The fastest probe built. Parker Solar Probe. Hundreds of thousands kilometers hourly. At that speed, the journey takes 6,600 years. Leave at the pyramids, arrive today. That is proximity. The Milky Way galaxy. 100,000 light years across. Crossing it mechanically takes millions of years. Distance is not inconvenience, distance is verdict. Before asking visitors, respect the scale. Then comes light speed. Most people assume it is engineering difficulty. Feynman corrected that, light speed is structural, it defines causality. Cause and effect cannot outrun it. As velocity increases, energy increases. Near light speed, energy stops helping, it creates resistance. Relativity intervenes, mass effectively rises, acceleration becomes harder. 90% possible, 99% expensive. 100%. Infinite energy required. Not enormous energy, infinite energy. There is not enough energy in the observable universe to push a grain to light speed. Nature does not negotiate. Break that limit, causality collapses. Effects precede causes. History becomes unstable. The same rule trapping us allows stars to burn, allows atoms to hold. Physics restricts us because it is consistent. Then came brutal math, the rocket equation. Fuel has mass. To move fuel requires more fuel. To move that fuel requires even more. Exponential growth appears. You accelerate outward. You must decelerate later. So you carry braking fuel. Across entire distance, the numbers explode. Chemical rockets fail, completely fail. Fusion improves efficiency, barely touches scale. Antimatter sounds magical, it is painfully impractical. We create atoms slowly, at absurd cost. To power starships, would consume civilizations. Interstellar travel possible, not economical. Advanced civilizations calculate, they do not fantasize. Why burn a star? To visit uncertainty, when paradise exists at home. Then Feynman shifted from physics to biology. Space is not empty, space is hostile. Human biology evolved for one planet only, one gravity, one atmosphere, one magnetic shield. Remove those conditions, the body begins failing, cosmic radiation dominates. High-energy particles, moving near light speed. Microscopic bullets. They pass through hulls, they pass through tissue, they shatter DNA. Damage accumulates silently. To survive radiation, you need heavy shielding. Shielding adds mass, mass demands fuel. The loop returns. In zero gravity, bones lose density. Muscles weaken quickly, the heart shrinks. 6 months in orbit. Requires rehabilitation. Imagine 6 centuries. Cryogenic sleep suggested. Freeze the crew. Pause metabolism. Cells contain water. Freeze water improperly. Crystals tear membranes. We cannot freeze humans without destroying structure. Generation ships proposed. Families living on board for hundreds of years. Closed systems drift. Social order destabilizes. Genetic diversity shrinks. Culture fragments slowly. Biology is optimized software. Space is incompatible hardware. Perhaps machines travel. Robots ignore cancer. But radiation flips bits. In computer memory, entropy accumulates. Metal fatigues slowly. The galaxy is wider than any warranty. Then the final barrier, information and time. We have broadcast radio for roughly 1 century. That creates a bubble, 100 light years wide. The Milky Way spans 100,000 light years. We are whispering inside a hurricane. For detection to occur, timing must align. Right frequency, right direction, right century. Civilizations are brief. The universe is ancient. Overlap probability shrinks, like blinking fireflies, on different nights. The tragedy is timing. not necessarily emptiness. And then the question, what about UFOs? If objects accelerate to extreme velocities, G-forces skyrocket. Electronics flatten instantly, metal deforms violently, pilots vaporize completely, air ionizes into plasma, the sky would glow. Instead we see blurry infrared shapes. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. Blurry footage remains blurry footage. If star-level energy entered our atmosphere, detection would be undeniable. Physics leaves signatures. And here is the twist. These limits feel cruel, but they enable order. Without light speed limits, causality collapses. Without structure, stars would not burn steadily. Life requires constraints. The silence overhead is not abandonment. It is consequence. No rescue fleet arrives to fix our mistakes. This planet remains our only lifeboat. Isolation increases value. In a crowded galaxy, Earth becomes ordinary. In a quiet cosmos, Earth becomes rare. We are matter that became aware. Stardust asking questions. So when you look upward and feel that silence, do not feel lonely. Feel improbable. 13.8 billion years produced conscious observers. Right here. Feynman's lesson was simple. Before invoking mystery, respect the equations. Accept the verdicts. Distance, light speed, energy, biology, time. Do not accept ignorance. Keep asking questions. Because the universe does not owe answers. Which makes discovering one profoundly beautiful. And that, he would say, is enough.